700, man. Dropped on the head of any nigga wanted, man. Pop me as any, I'm fast, I'm so fast, I'm so faster than Sunny, man.
Hey guys, it's your boy Blackluster here, and I'm here to bring you my thoughts on the new tech test of Titanfall2. So my first thoughts when I stepped into this game, that they definitely put a lot of effort into it, especially that it's only a tech test. My first thoughts was the movement was good. It was very smooth, how you can move around building to building and how you can thrust from other buildings. I found it very useful. Also, what helped me a lot was the ability to slide. Helped me avoid enemies, grenades, and also moving to cover a lot quicker. It's like a quicker option to sprint pretty much. But I think the only con about this is that when I played Titanfall on Xbox One for the first time, the difference that I recognized between the first Titanfall and this Titanfall was that when the movement on the wall is definitely a lot slower than it was compared to the first Titanfall, which I reckon is probably a bad thing about this game. So I reckon if they was to bring the full release of the game out, I think they should definitely bring out, well, not even bring out, definitely just put back in the movement that was in Titanfall, the first Titanfall, onto this Titanfall. Also, what they improved on this game compared to the first Titanfall is that there are definitely way more ways, abilities and perks to kill your opponents easier. So that's definitely a good thing, and definitely a good improvement compared to the first Titanfall. Speaking of useful abilities, I definitely think the grappling hook was useful in this game. Not only because you can climb to the top of buildings easier, but also that you can kill your opponents using the grappling hook, which what it will do, use the motion where it will grapple onto your opponent if you aim at them, pulls you towards them and melees them in the face. So I found that very good. Also, what was good in this tech test is that I also found that you have special abilities, and in this one I used Amped, which technically, when you activate, it pretty much puts more damage to whatever gun you have, your primary and secondary. So yeah, I found that very good. So it takes less bullets to kill your opponents, which I found that was very useful. Also, what I see my enemy teams use a lot was the pulse blade, which pretty much can kill you if it hits you directly, but mainly if it hits the ground, it detects whatever enemies nearby or in the radius. So yeah, I found that very good as well, but I didn't get a chance to use it in any of the matches. So to sum things up guys, I think the Titanfall tech test was very good. I think the only thing that I'd say needs improvement is that the movement in Titanfall, in the first Titanfall, of the, you know, moving on the walls and the thrust on top of the buildings, and the movement needs to be back in this Titanfall, and they shouldn't have changed it. Apart from that, I think the graphics are good, everything's smooth, and yeah, I have no improvements. So anyway guys, I will end the video here, and thank you for your support, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Peace.
Fly city nice, the city lights is glowing. You and me in the city streets just strolling.